All right. So as you can see, we do have the new car. Stuff right now. Here. Looking good. Everything up. All right. Hopefully, good. Everything up. Things sounds halfway decent. Bring that down on volume. So kill that one. Right. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's up, peoples? All right. That. Bugs. Two new dogs. All right, so what we're going to be doing is hopefully the audio is sounding okay. Quick check, just see. All right, sounds good. Fantastic. All right. So as you can see, we've got the new car going. We've got the new paint scheme. This is going to be the 720 McLaren GT3 Evo. My wife helped me design it. I think the colors are pretty awesome, especially it goes with the ground and the stream and all that other good stuff as well. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to get into kind of, so it's going to be ACC. For those that don't know, this is on PC. We're going to get these ratings over here up. And get up so that way I can go ahead and start competing online and online races and all them shenanigans. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. I need to get the track competence up. So we're going to be racing through all of these other tracks that don't have the 3 stars, and then hopefully we can go ahead and next time we go ahead and get on stream, start knocking it out as far as on. But safety rating, we did get that to come up, so that's good. We are able to big boy league, but me in the middle again. This has helped me design that. So we got all that good stuff. So that out. I think the color scheme is pretty cool because everybody in racing has some kind of crazy helmet and all that. So kind of want to stand out. My car used to be nothing but black and it's kind of boring. So really appreciate anybody that is stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like, follow, subscribe button, all that other good stuff. Trying to go ahead and get this up and going and, you know, just have a good time. Let me see if I can go ahead. Oh, I got rid of it. We're going to get this figured out. so we'll play that in the background a little bit, and then when we start racing, I'll go ahead and mute it. Let's give us some tunes. But we're going to go ahead and get on Laguna Seca. This is going to be crazy, but again, we're going to go ahead and work through it. We're going from basically from the bottom, working our way up, so we can go ahead and do what we need to do to go ahead and become the greatest sim racer of all times. Well, that's the plan anyway. So we're going to start at Laguna Seca. I need to go ahead and get that over there, so we're going to go ahead and back up. We're a single player. Quickest way to go ahead and get competence is doing this, and we're going to go ahead and find the track. I worked on Red Bull Ring last night, which is awesome. So there it is. So we don't have any personal time. The real world time is 1:24.03. I'm definitely not going to be anywhere near that time, but we are going to try to go ahead and get our best for the best. Okay. I'm also going to go through and I'm going to kind of show you guys some notes that I took down from a guy named Jadir. His video on some of the setups. So it's I'm gonna kind of run through it and everything really quick. So PSIs, you want to kind of have them 25.2. There really depends on the track temp is what you want to go ahead and do. Toe, it used to be you can run full negative toe, but he said roughly about anywhere from 0.25 to 0.2 negative. Full negative caster and or full negative camber, full caster. Okay. What he said. So we're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to crank this back down to 0.2. Right? And then for the rear, crank that up just a few notches. 28. The toe, you kind of want to run it. He said go to a negative 0.1. Okay, so basically full negative toe. Positive toe a little bit, but right. And then camber, full negative camber on the rear. That's right. Camber full. Yeah, it works out. All right, the electronics. Most cars you want to go ahead and run from what he was saying about a 1 to 2 TC. Ferrari you can go up to 6 and 7, but you definitely want to adjust that on the fly. ABS you want to go ahead and crank it down to 2 to 3 as well. ECU map 1, TC2, he said go ahead and completely turn it off because it's useless. Fuel and strategy, so we're going to be running about 21, just roughly. Front brakes, you always want those at 1 because for short stints and anything underneath 90 minutes for a race, you want to run add 1 for your front and rear brakes. Anything more than that, you want to run 2, which would be 90 to like I think he said it was like roughly about 3 hours, and then anything more than that you want to go ahead and run pad 3, which will be like your extended like 24 hour style, like 12 to 24 hours. But most guys will go ahead and run, from what he was saying, anywhere from is like on the longer endurance races is like a 2 to a 3 and mix it back and forth. Okay, but we'll use current pressures and all of that for our pit stop strategy. Not going to really pit much. Okay, so next what we're going to do is the anti-roll bars for your mechanical grip. So this is going to be kind of a fun section. A lot of people kind of get overwhelmed with this. So he said for it to run full on the front, 0 on the back. Brake power is 100. Brake bias, all that stuff you can go ahead and set up. And then your steering ratio, Lambo, McLaren, none. BMW, middle. And then 296 Ferrari, it's high. So we're going to give it a try and we're going to see how that happens. He did say your wheel rate is basically this. None, 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 none for the right rears. And then your bump stops are going to be 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Said you can go ahead and do basically your bump stop range is basically what we're doing is softening up the suspension. So for the rear, he said you can go ahead and do like 10 to 20. So we're going to start at 10. If it gets a little iffy, we'll go ahead and adjust it on that. But this is pretty much what he's saying to go ahead and do, because it'll help the car turn and be able to absorb the bumps and curbs a little bit more easy. Now, he did say you can go ahead and do your wheel rate on the front, go 1, 2, 3, max. Okay, that's usually for like spa. So we're gonna try it with nothing, right? Because I want to go ahead and make sure we're doing this. Now, dampeners. Dampeners is another one that he said this is pretty much what it is with the meta, as far as the way top 1% of esports guys are running. Okay, now it's gonna look weird, but that's what we're gonna do. Negative, negative, full, 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 0, 0, 0, full, full. I don't know why it works, but it does. It's just the way it works. So negative, negative, there you go. Now we're getting to the arrow. Okay, he did say that the brake ducts, depending on the ambient temperature, the more you close them, the more they're going to heat up and provide more stuff for the, or more heat for the brakes and the tires. So you don't really have to worry about that. He did say that the ride height for the front, crank it all the way down and just kind of leave it. You can go up to 3 clicks, is what he said, 3 to 4. But we're going to crank it all the way down and we're going to see what happens, okay? As far as the rear wing, you're going to have greater downforce if you have full wing, okay? You're going to have, let's see, greater downforce with full wing but lower top end speed. You're going to have all the top end speed with no wing and no downforce. So your rear end's going to be kind of like sliding all over the place. So what we're going to do is we're going to crank this all the way up to full, and then we're going to see what we're at. We can go ahead and kind of decrease it a little bit. That would be awesome. But I think we're just going to run full wing. And he said that you're kind of wanting for McLaren is anywhere from 72 to 73 roughly is kind of what everybody runs. Lower the ride height, more stable it becomes. Let's see, lower the height, more stable on the rear. Higher, you get more turning. So if you crank it all the way up, you can turn really good or have the rear end of the car basically float around the corner some more. But you're also going to run into the issue to where you're going to go ahead and just basically lose the rear end every time you go ahead and try to do something. It's going to fly out underneath you. Now, if you lower it all the way down, you're going to slam it. It's going to be super stable, but the rear is not going to want to push out as far when it's actually going into the racing. So he was saying roughly about 72 to 73 is right where the sweet spot is, because it'll kind of push the rear end just a little bit out, but you're not going to lose it completely. But if you do lose it, crank it back down, and then we'll try it. That's why I want to go ahead and run it. We're going to save this. We're going to do Let's see, 720 base lag for Laguna. We're going to save. Then we're going to go back out and we're going to try it on the track. I'm going to do this because I feel like my audio is... There we go. That up just a little bit. I don't know what that is. Okay. We can hear the cars. Yeah. All right. Ah, don't tell me my controls don't work. Dang it. All right, give me a second. Gotta do the beep boops. I'm so unprofessional. So unprofessional. Sorry about this. We're gonna have to reload this. Turn the garage. Nope. Restart. If we can get this restarted to go ahead and work properly, it'd be awesome. Setup. Load. Okay.
Green light, go, go, go.
Start the car. Why is nothing working? I gotta reprogram everything. Come on, man. And turn it. Okay. Shift. Alright. Try this again. There we go. Alright. And I do have the line on because I'm learning tracks, so bear with me on that. I know it's not 100% professional, but I'm a new guy. So I'm going to kind of take it easy around the track. First lap is, again, I don't really know it that well. And I have no brakes. Oh, it gave me the wrong one for the brakes. No wonder. We're going to try this again. Options, controls, brake. Sorry about this, guys. This is completely unprofessional. I'm gonna have to adjust my force back feeding and or feedback on my car. Alright, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna hit pause on that. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. coming into the first corner. So we need to do 3 clean laps on this track. So I can't push it too crazy because I need the track medals. But it'll also give me a chance to go ahead and basically learn the track, learn the car, get familiar with the setup, and all that good stuff. But again, thanks guys for stopping by. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe button, all that other good social media jazz, and let's get to the top so we can start winning championships. Alright. So we got to get that little green bar filled up 3 times. I've got to not lose it, because if it goes yellow, then I lose everything. But I got to keep it with somewhat of a pace. Laguna Seca always freaks me out, because this right here, if you don't have it set up like that, you'll fly off, and now I got to restart. Which is fine. I'm just going to do it until we can get it right. I think I gave it too many beans. It's all fine because it's still learning, and I'm still learning how to do driving with the car with 2 on the traction control. Makes it a little slippery. Figure we can go out, do about 5 laps, see if we can adjust the tune if need be. Gotta keep in control of the car, because if we lose control of the car, then that little bar up top resets. So definitely want to go ahead and coming up on it, see if we can go ahead and get a full bar before it decides to crap herself on that hairpin. It'd be awesome. Because if it craps itself, then we gotta go ahead and start all over. So what we're trying to do is get that TR rating up to 99, which will basically show the online community that I'm okay to drive and I know the track well enough. At least to pass it with 3 or 4, or at least to pass it with 4 clean laps. So go ahead and brake in here, try not to go crazy, come down the hill, and we're good. I just need to do that 3 more times. I like racing with the bonnet because I can see a little bit easier. Might have to get used to showing you guys what's inside the car. Just so you guys can get all the information and see all the cool stuff. But this is the way I like to race. I know it's not, you know, crazy good. Hey, personal best, awesome. Now we're gonna slow down. Can't push it too hard because I just want to get through the track. Because you can see up top, you can hear the tires kind of squealing a little bit. So we want to make sure we're not pushing it outside of the limits, because I'm definitely going to be going slower because I just want to get this done the right way and not screw it up. Probably going to have to, like I said, adjust my force feedback settings because my wheel is definitely all over the place. Or strength is, I guess you can say. I can feel it a lot more, which I guess is fine. Super slow through this. I know it's not optimal. Alright, that's good. We're up a little bit. At 86, which is awesome. I think I gotta do 2 more times on this, and then we'll jump on to the next one. The goal tonight is to go ahead and do this for about an hour. So we can go ahead and get the track rating up to 99 and start doing online big boy racing instead of the rough open lobbies, because everybody wants to lunge in on turn 1 and wipe out half the field. Kind of where I've found my issues with like LMU, because it's still a early access game, so it's still kind of new on that side of it as far as balancing everything out. It is a great game though, really fun, all the different types of cars, but I believe once I go ahead and get a little bit more familiar with these kind of cars and do well in this, then I'll be a little bit more competitive on that side of things. The GT3s over there are pretty good. LMP2 cars are definitely something to work about, because fantastic. LMPs are basically just like giant go-karts. No TC, no nothing like that, so it's definitely something you gotta get used to. And I believe driving with the lower TC, I'll be able to get a little bit more familiar with driving these cars at a little higher speeds, which is good, because then that way it'll put me into a little bit more competitive style. And the good thing is I ended up watching one of Jardir's videos today when he was talking about the Logitech G29 or 920. 920 is the one I got. Versus his Assetto like $2,000 steering wheel. He's like, really not that big of a difference. I mean, yes, the force feedback and stuff like that, of course it's going to be different, but yeah, we got it. So we'll complete this lap and then we'll bounce out and we'll go to head to the other track. He was able to go ahead in between that one. Yeah, I've definitely got to fix the feedback on this because it's starting to clip through. He was 2/10 off. He went 3 different tracks, 3 different cars, and he was anywhere from 2/10 to almost half a second off. So nice. So we'll go ahead and break this really quick. Go ahead and escape out of this, hopefully. Maybe. If I can go ahead and do that. Should load up. There we go. I don't know why I didn't do that. Quit. Go to the next one. See what's next on our list. So, I guess it'll update later. Real world records 124, so not too bad, but all right. We got Mount Panorama next. Awesome. Right here. The one that's going to really suck is going to be the one where it's the Nordschleife. That is 8 minutes around 1 lap. So that's going to be fun. Now we're going to have to go back in and do the setups and stuff like this for this track because we don't have the setups loaded for this track. So we got to go in the setup and get everything kind of situated here again. Have the announcer guy in the background, which is fine. The toe needs to be go 2. full negative camber, full caster. Okay, and rear, full negative. 0.1. Negative point. Pretty much. 24.8, so bump that up just a wee bit. Electronics. 2. That. Okay. Anti-roll bars, max 0, 0. Bump stop range was max. Now, so wheel rate is 0, 0, 0. Stop 0. I think he said, and here, try that 0 and 0. Dampeners 0. Again, don't know why it works, but it does. Arrow, we're gonna crank that down there. Rear wing, full rear wing on the ducks, 3's on the ducks, and okay. Save, fantastic. 20 GT3 mount. Okay. All right. Back. Give it the old one too. You said you want to go ahead and get basically your tire pressures. I think it's like 26.9 instead of like the almost 28 last time. So that's why we put them at 25.2. It is cool outside, so over the tires do go ahead and warm up. I'm gonna kind of punch it down here. This is gonna be a crazy drive. Brake it. Trying to keep it good. Of course, so I forgot to adjust the force feedback settings. So go ahead and kind of take it easy, because this is the crazy side of things. Super tight here. This is one of the tracks, I believe, once you get into it, you're going to go ahead and have to like qualify really well, because overtaking potential is little to none on this track. I mean, there are some spots I believe you can go ahead and get into, but as far as most from what I've seen from like James Baldwin, Jadir, Jimmy, all that is, and there it is. Definitely not easy to pass on this track, and you can see already messed up the front end of the car, but I think I got invulnerability on, so hopefully it won't be that bad. But at least we know we gotta pass that section we just did about 4 more times, because it just reset itself. So this is a pretty high speed, but definitely I think that's going to be the only spot you can go ahead and overtake there, honestly. Now I know you can go ahead and adjust like on the fly with like brake bias, traction control, and all that, but again, still learning how to do all this stuff, so It's kind of a figure it out as we go kind of thing, but it's getting a little squirrely. I think this will be like our first official lap? Maybe? Something like that? Braking heavy coming into it. This track could be fun just for the simple fact of like the high speed straights on it. This is the only part that I'm like, oh god! Take a little bit to go ahead and learn this one. Like Laguna Seca on steroids. And I think what screwed me up earlier is I end up sliding in on one of those curbs and threw the car all wonky. So coming out of it pretty good, I believe. No, this is where we ate it. Right up here, because it's like, oh, I can speed up. No, can't. Well, maybe somebody else might be able to, but I'm definitely not that person. They almost lost it there. But you gotta get these done so you can go ahead and race online and not have an issue. Now we can go ahead and just open her up, fly down the straights. The overall, don't know what the change view button is. Figure that out next time. Then we need to adjust the force feedback on the wheel as well, because I'm definitely clipping through it. So, okay, we got one lap successful done, hopefully. I don't think I did, because it looks like it kind of reset itself, but I don't know. Go fly down this. And I don't know the track names or the corners or any of that stuff, so you guys are going to kind of have to bear with me on that one. And I use an automatic transmission. I know I got to go ahead and get with a manual gearbox, but rookie. The sketchy parts is where you can make up some time if you're quick. Like I'm a little bit going into the negative, so that's good. Means I am going faster. Little trick or little tip that I did learn watching one of these guys' videos before. I think it's the kid that went and, not the Gran Turismo kid, but there's another one out there. He did sim racing and was running his own coach stuff and all that. And, dude, don't reset it. Alright. Light hands on the steering wheel if you guys want to do. Because he was like, if you're light-handed, it's easier because you're not trying to fight the car itself. And I was like, interesting. So we're at a 227. It's probably super slow for this track, but tire pressures are definitely, I'm guessing, lower than what they need to be. But hey, we're making progress on this thing. All that matters. And then, like this too, is we'll actually be going through and getting a lot of the this setup loaded, so that way I can go ahead and just be like, boop, load in, hit the button, and go from there on. I don't have to constantly dial it in all the time, which is good. because that means you can just fire it up and go. We got to get through a second lap. The first one was an out lap, so that didn't really count, which is fine. I've seen guys fly through here and do stuff like watching the races. No. It's insane. I'm going to be doing like a lot of practice laps. I might throw together a race weekend here just with the AI a little bit later. Just to kind of get some more competition and stuff like that on there. Some more content, exciting content for you guys. But that way it's not boring for y'all, because I know just watching a dude go around a racetrack with no other competition is kind of like meh, but it's all about the journey. And that journey just reset itself. Great. Alright. Let's take a breather, reset. Push on. That little squirrely bit, like I said, is gonna screw me up. Screw me up all the time. Mess me up. So those do nothing. That does nothing. It does nothing. No, that's an increase on TC. Okay, so Y. Here's the car. Good lord, that field of view is terrible. There we go. I don't know what that other one was. This was my driver's seat was way up there. There we go. A little bit. Probably not this view. We'll do that one. Nah. There we got the helmet cam. Some people like it, some people don't. We'll give it a try. See what I think. See if it makes me sick. I think it's kind of cool. Gives you that little bit of realism. Trying to go super slow through this section because I gotta do this crap again. No. Yeah, we're just not gonna do Mount Panorama. That is not our track today. So we'll do what we can. Kind of go from there. But yeah, Mount Panorama, not our shenanigans. Alright. So we did a couple of those. Let's see, rating. Increase TR, what is random? Okay, so it's got to be higher. That's a fine. So what we'll do is go here. This. Gonna do 20-minute race. Multiplier is gonna go through. We're gonna start roughly about 15 cars. I did run yesterday at 85, and we'll do 86. Gradually go ahead and increase everything. Get to a level to where we can go ahead and make it somewhat competitive. But we're gonna have a full day night cycle on this race. So plus we got tire and wheel burn or fuel burn. Again, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate everybody. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Let's see. We're getting loads. We'll load this one. Current setup. I think this is everything's already set. Looks like it. Okay, so we're racing on Spa, so I want to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Full there, full there. Okay, that's good. There. Crank that down. So we're gonna go ahead and save here. So, all right. Okay. Let's go ahead and do it. They got some, I guess they're custom colors and stuff like that. So, awesome sauce. I'm gonna set this to bumper. Actually, kind of go ahead and set it up a little bit so where you guys can see. Let's go. 20 minutes. See how we do at Spa for 20 minutes against the AI. Increase that safety rating some. Yeah, we're clear on the right, alright. Nobody's flying by me, so this is going to be good. It's not turn 1, but pretty close. Oh, Mr. 111, there we go. Car got a little squirrely on the rear end. It's fine. Just have to feather the throttle and... Yes, I know, we're clear on the right. Ooh, getting a little squishy. I don't know if that's the proper term, but rear ends wanting to slide. I might have to go ahead and adjust the setup a little bit. It's fine. We're gonna push it. Good job. Trying to race clean, boys. Gotta get this rating up. I know it's probably not gonna be super fast neither, but we're doing what we can. It's crazy, especially when it gets into like multi-class racing. You're like, what the crap? What are you doing? Nope. And, yep. Freaking BM. Alright, let's see if we can go ahead and catch up.
Slow car ahead.
Oh yeah, slow car ahead, because this is the one that freaking T-boned the crap out of me. Now I gotta play catch up. Fantastic. Alright. So if there was safety rating on this, it just got all screwed up. Alright, we're swapping views to here so that way I can see. I'm gonna be driving kind of aggressive. We gotta play catch up. $30 seconds worth of damage.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Alright, there's the next one in front of us. Let's go. That was totally my screw up on that thing because I went into the grass, tire got caught and threw me into everybody else, so I will definitely own that one. That was my screw up. That's not anybody else's problem but mine. I just gotta try to save it somewhat. The sun's starting to go down. So, see what we can go ahead and do. Just try to have a good, clean rest of the race. I am gonna do this real quick. I don't need track competence. There we go. It's so I can do like get the safety rating and all that, whatever basically the game wants to go ahead and increase it. So good thing it was just on track competence, so it didn't affect my safety rating. But we'll see here in a minute. It says it went up. Sun's starting to go down, so that's good. Track's gonna get a little bit cooler. Tires and brakes are exactly where I want them on temperature.
Car on the right.
Out of the way, buddy.
Clear on the right.
We are on a mission. On a mission to at least get back up to where we were. Where everything went crazy. But do what we can. Lights are on. Starting to get into the darker nights. We gotta find a way to get past these guys.
Car on the left.
job. Coming up on the other group, we're 5 positions down from where we were. Everybody's gonna brake here and try to go to the outside.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
It's totally not legal.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left.
Dude!
On the left.
How do I get a freaking penalty? They hit me. Whatever, bro. It's fine. Oh, what? I got a pit? Ah, crap. Am I gonna have enough fuel to get through this damn thing? I forgot to adjust my fuel level. Fantastic.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I'm not even gonna mess with it anymore. That was complete BS. That was, you give me a clear and the guy just comes in and freaking pit maneuvers me. Are you serious? That was just not my race. Just not my race. Apparently. We do custom. Standing water. Should I try it again? Crap. I don't know what to do now. Getting down to 15 minutes. Go through another session. Like the car should not have done that. I mean, we're going to realism. Let's go. It's gonna be dumb. Alright, gearbox are set to manual, engine starts, automatic wipers, lights, pit limiter, stability control, mine is off. Track pretty. Alright. See what we can do. We're either gonna make it or we're gonna sit there and I don't know, man. Either gonna make it or we're not. See what we can do.
Going double file.
I'm gonna do is get rid of these dumb slippers so I can feel the old pedals.
Green light, show them what you got.
Why is the computer lagging? Pretty sure you guys saw that.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
We're just gonna go for it.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Nope, don't.
Got some light damage on the front.
Oh yeah, really? Well, going for realism. Yeah, wait, buddy.
Clear on the right.
Alright. Time to get super serial.
Clear on the left.
Alright, we're gonna try to get all the way up to the front. We're gonna run it through the manual modes. Everybody wants to go to the inside there.
Clear on the right.
And you don't want to go to the outside here.
Clear on the left.
No, what's up, Mr. Beamer? Freaking butthead.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, we lunged it. Don't even care. Not even mad about it.
Car on the right.
Pretty sure, did I screw up my fuel again? Yep.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
And that's it.
Damage on the left. Box, we have to repair the car.
That's the end of the race. We're gonna go back and we'll have controls locked for the next like 15 minutes. Yep, half the race. Apparently me and this is not working very well. Oh man. I can run it again. Try it, but do that. Hopefully I can make it around. Freaking 10-minute race now. He said hopefully I can go ahead and get around it this time. It'd be nice. Just gonna do that. Okay. Apparently Uber
Going double file.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Green light, go, go, go.
Yep, computer's just glitching.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Good for them.
Car on the right.
Everybody's gonna get into the camel.
Clear on the right.
Or the snake, I should say. Dude, what the crap is going on? It should not be doing that. Yeah, McLarens don't like curbs. I'm used to driving the BMW.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Alright. Calm down. Breathe. Just get it set. Don't drive like a crazy person. DC is still too high. Just setting for ABS. Yeah. Try that. Get it to work a little bit better. Yeah, I let off the throttle there. I know. Kind of a big no-no.
Car on the right.
Well, good for number right.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Dude! How do I have a collision when he's the one that hit me? I gotta check the replay because yeah, I'm just screwing up. That in the safe settings setup is just got the car acting all weird. I don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know what's going on. We're gonna play catch up. And I'm only 3.5 seconds behind the guy in front of me, which means I'm catching up, but the safe setup is not agreeing with me. Halfway mark, that's fine, but we're still at the back of the pack and I'm way too slow. Already got brake pad 2 on or some junk. Hey, I don't know. I'm trying guys. This is definitely not the greatest show of my drivability. Nope, same corner. My safety rating's just going back down. It's fine. It's not my day to race. It's not my day to race. Fine, but we'll finish it. You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me, bro. I lunged that like crazy. I thought I was gonna wipe everybody out. Not even joking. Come on. Got 2 minutes left. We'll finish in the dark. Maybe get one more lap in. Oh, I lunged the crap out of that. That was a full send into the corner. Not even mad about it. Come on. on, come on. Oh, we gotta bunch up because we can't see at night. Hey, you guys take the inside line, I don't care. Dude, how are you gonna tell me I'm clear? This spotter is garbage, dude. Spotter is fucking garbage. I can't even, yeah, like he's telling me I'm clear on the left and I'm too clear. Okay, cool, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. And then this guy comes in out of nowhere on my left and plows into me. Like, we are turning off spotter, dude, because, yeah, that was garbage. Well, not the way I wanted to go ahead and end the stream, but as you can see, I'm progressing towards being able to try to get better. And clearly, I still have a lot of work to do, but I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Thank you for enjoying my massive mess ups on here. But yeah, I really do appreciate everybody that stopped by. Don't forget to hit the like, follow, subscribe button, all that other good stuff. And definitely stay tuned for more because I'm going to conquer this game and we're going to figure this stuff out because, yeah, this is ridiculous. So, have great rest of your day. Love you all. Thank you very much.